Do you want to see something fantastic? Just take a look. This three-dimensional image has come to us straight from the prehistoric age. Time stopped for this insect millions of years ago.
Our camera may be very sophisticated, but it cannot take us back to the past. This is our real-time travel machine, a piece of amber.
Every specimen preserved in this remarkable substance has its own story to tell about the climate, the vegetation, and its own life from a world that has disappeared forever. The tree produces a flood of resin to plug up the wound and to prevent insects from penetrating it. The trickle of thick liquid soon becomes a flood, carrying away its first victim. A throng of ants using this tree trunk as a highway are completely surprised by this torrent of resin. They are submerged, forming a still life of workers trapped forever in marching formation. A wasp, attracted by the sugary smell of the resin, approaches the sticky trap a little too closely. The resin immediately starts to harden as it comes into contact with the air. Then a real miracle takes place. The resin's amazing preservative substances penetrate the insects' bodies and destroy all germs and bacteria. Every trace of water or humidity is removed. The specimen is completely dehydrated and its tissue will no longer deteriorate. This is why we find insects as delicate as this mayfly still intact after millions of years.
Modern trees don't produce as much resin as the ancient algarobos, but the amber is created exactly the same way. The molecules in this chunk of resin have started to fuse, but it will take a few million years more before it becomes as hard as amber.
Gradually, dust and plant debris will cover the resin. Some pieces will be washed away and carried to the river bottom or even off to sea. Over time, they will be covered by tons of sediment. It's backbreaking work. often performed in stifling heat and humidity. As the tunnel goes deeper, oxygen becomes scarce. But the lure of ember is very powerful.
Sí, tiene razón. As you can see, everything here is done by hand because machine vibrations could smash the ember.
I'm off to Santiago to get these stones polished.
This is the magic moment. Insects which have long ago disappeared are reborn before our very eyes.